Hey listeners, this is Jason. Just want to give you a little heads up on this episode. We might say the F word a few times, or a few dozen, maybe 100. Anyway, so instead of trying to edit every one of them out and ostensibly missing one and then getting angry emails, I'm going to do this the lazy way.
Warning, the following podcast contains strong language which may be offensive to some listeners and or inappropriate for children. The content within this podcast is intended for mature audiences only.
Whether you are buying, selling, or just curious about the local market, Shannon Franklin of RE/MAX Newport Elite would love to offer her support and service.
Shannon knows Kenosha both as an agent and can help you find exactly what you're looking for.
Find her realtor webpage at remax.com or give her a call at 262-960-5182 to begin your real estate journey. Today on Ktown Connects, we sit down with a true Kenosha music legend. We welcome Ronny Valeo. Cue that music.
Hello.
Welcome to the Ktown Connects podcast. I am one of your hosts, Donnie, and I am here with the wonderful human being, Jason.
Hey, Donnie, how you doing?
I'm doing so great. I'm very excited about this show today. We have a very great guest, Ronny Valeo. But before we get to know Ronny, let's just say, hey, we are recording today from the A Plus Mobility recording studio in beautiful downtown Kenosha. A Plus Mobility is the area's newest mobility and home medical equipment store. Owner Ashley Knight has the knowledge to help you make the right choices for yourself and for your loved ones. That's A Plus Mobility, 2324 18th Street. Visit their website at aplusmobilitysolutions.com for more and tell them Ktown Connects sent you.
That's right, Donnie. And also, hey, how about that theme song? Ryan, did you like that?
I loved it.
Yeah, that was from a local band, Dropping Daisies, did that for us.
Really?
So, yeah.
Great song.
Yeah.
My hometown.
Good old Kenosha.
Yeah,
Excellent.
thank you, Dropping Daisies.
And you know what?
for
After
that.
many years now, it's still, I hear it's number one on the charts
4 years
and
in a row.
number one in our hearts.
It's always number one in
Very
our
cool,
hearts.
guys.
And hey, Jason, what's brewing here tonight in
All
the
right, well-
Ktown Connects A Plus Mobility Studio?
I am enjoying a Orange Door Hinge. It's a milk stout with orange and cocoa from Public Craft Brewing Company.
That's so good.
All right.
They're located downtown at 628 58th Street. You can find out their full menu of beers and wines and food at publiccraftbrewing.com.
They have the perfect pairing of beer and food and entertainment there at Public Craft Brewing Company. Matt and company, keep up the great work that you're doing
Yes.
down there. Thank you so much, and we are really enjoying these brewskis tonight on this
You are?
episode.
I mean, wow.
I'm
hey,
loving this coffee.
You got some great coffee there.
Too, it wasn't the Eastview coffee from a couple weeks ago. That was
Eastview
good coffee.
Great coffee place. Get on down there. Maybe.
They're not a sponsor, though, so
cut that out. Edit. Or maybe we'll get them for season 7.
Yeah,
Who
yeah,
knows?
yeah.
Who knows?
But so who are we talking to today, Donnie?
We are here with rock star legend Ronny Valeo.
Oh,
Welcome,
boy.
Ronny.
Well,
Welcome.
hello, guys.
We pulled him
my
out of
gosh.
hiding and got him out here to talk,
Yes.
to tell his story.
Yes,
Oh.
Kenosha needs to know your story,
Ronny
Ronny.
fucking Valeo. Thank you guys for having me.
No, thanks for being here, Ryan.
Hold on,
No.
let me redo that intro. It's Ronny fucking Valeo.
There you go.
Yes.
That'll work.
It's a good middle name you have there.
Channel 14's going to love this
P
one.
is for Paul. As in Stanley.
Nice,
No,
nice.
I don't think my parents knew that. But go on.
So, Ronnie, you're born and raised Kenoshan?
Absolutely.
Yeah. You grew up here. You had a nice little family going with your older brother.
Right.
He was 5 years older than you.
Absolutely.
Where'd you guys grow up? What neighborhood were you in?
Where we are still at. By Jefferson School.
Okay.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Still there, so you have a lot of tradition in that neighborhood.
Kind of, sort of.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
What was it like being a kid then?
Well, being born and raised by my parents, brought up with nothing but love, food, and music.
Yeah.
We were not a wealthy family. My parents, my dad worked for the water department of Kenosha, and my mom worked at Carthage College as den mother.
Oh.
And, that's how it went.
All right, so let me ask you this. Ryan.
Sure.
What was the first recording record or whatever you got that was your own?
My dad being a Beatles freak, which is kind of weird, but yeah. Hoffman's Record Store.
Downtown over there on Main Street?
The first 45 I bought was Help.
Okay.
And then Penny Lane.
All right.
And Penny Lane really put me into orbit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm a melody freak.
Did you have any interest in playing music as a kid?
Yes, my dad was a classical guitar player, and I wanted to play guitar. And my dad told me that, kiddo, he said to me, if you want to learn how to play guitar, he goes, you need to follow what I'm telling you. He goes, you have to hear the melody in your head. He goes, because music on paper don't matter when it comes to this interest of guitar. Yeah. I was like, what do you mean, Dad? He's like, well, for instance, sing something to yourself or to me or whatever. He goes, and then once you got it down, he goes, go and find the notes on the neck.
Oh.
Yeah. And go figure. Couple days later on an acoustic guitar, I'm playing a melody line of Penny Lane. The vocal melodies.
Picked it up pretty quickly?
Yeah. Well, my dad was into Segovia and all that kind of stuff. But, it came to me that it was so easy because of what my dad told me. I was like, okay, So, here we go. Here's a good one for you guys.
Oh, let's hear it.
So, all right. So, in, I want to say, 6th grade at Jefferson Elementary School, after summer break, you moved to 7th grade, Washington Junior High School.
Yeah, when it was 7 through 9 back then.
Right. They had everybody in the gymnasium, and this weird guy came out with a microphone and says, hey, does any of you guys play an instrument, for band going into Washington Junior High School?
Yeah.
Orchestra, what have you?
Yeah.
Does any of you people sing?
Oh.
And here I am, this fat little teenager, kind of overweight kid who raised my hand, And
I sing.
I said, I can sing. He goes, really? Would you like to sing for us? I was like, sure.
Oh.
Yeah. All the parents are in the room, too.
So what made you just all of a sudden just like, it's me. You want?
I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a good one. I think about that. I've thought about that forever. It had to have something to do with my dad. I don't know.
Were you kind of a showman before that when you were a kid? Kind of like you trying to show off things?
Oh, yeah. I used to fake being the pitcher of Ferguson Jenkins from the Chicago Cubs.
Yes.
So, I stand up and he goes, go ahead, sing. And I says, I don't know the words, but I can sing the melody. And he goes, well, go ahead, and I'm like,
Penny Lane, huh? Penny Lane.
Wait, yeah. Meanwhile, back, I was like melody, like correct with everything. Yeah. And I put that to guitar, and I use that as a format to being able to be the guitar player that I wound up being, but anyhow, go on.
So right around age 11 is when you kind of started playing guitar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much. Okay. Somewhere in between 10 and 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was this just your dad's guitar at first, or did you?
Yeah, no, his at first, then they bought me one.
Tell us about your first guitar.
And then my dad got upset. I had to have an electric guitar.
All right.
So I got a Fender Telecaster from my uncle because his kid, my first cousin, the late Mr. James Frangelo, who's a wonderful person, I miss him greatly, he pretty much taught me how to teach myself. I would sit there and I'd watch him and then figure it out. And I watched him doing it, and I was like, I can do that. And that's how it all began, kind of.
What were some of the first records you started playing along to and started learning?
Kiss.
Kiss, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So what inspires you to love Kiss so much? They were just like, hey, this is that rock and roll band.
Well, he's a kid. He's 11 years old. Look at Kiss when you're 11 years old, man.
My parents were like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm going out. And I was like 15. And they're like, where are you going? And my brother had already known because he was already working at JJ Music's downtown.
Okay.
And then came One Sweet Dream, which eventually became Grand Central. But my brother got me these tickets to go see Kiss and Rush.
Oh, at the Ice Arena show, huh?
At the Ice Arena.
Oh, okay.
And we got there early, and I was right up against the front of the stage. And I got to tell you, Rush was fantastic. I wasn't that into him. But when Kiss came out, it was like, oh my fucking God.
Yes.
That's how it all started, right there.
Wow.
And I went back home, after that was all said and done, and it was like on blast forever,
Were they that big of a band at the time when they came to Kenosha?
No.
No, okay.
No, not at
Just
all.
before, like, Alive and Rock and Roll
the
Night?
first album hit came out.
Okay, so they were around, but not huge yet, huh?
Right.
Okay. So you're at Washington Junior High.
Yes.
You're kind of there. You're playing your guitar a little bit, listening to some Kiss, having a good time.
Right.
How'd you meet Michael Shantek?
He had a desire to learn how to play guitar, and I told him that I already knew a little something about it. Mm-hmm. And he lived on the south side because my dad knew his dad real well. Because his dad worked for a different division of the Kenosha. My dad was the waterworks. His dad was the electrical, And those two entities were in the same block, have you. Yeah. So my dad would take me over there, and I told Mike, I says, hey, man, you need to get a guitar. And he's like, yeah. And his parents wound up buying him what was it was called a Univox, kind of like a fake Les Paul. And I would go over there and, he'd be like, how'd you do that, And I was like, well, dude, it's easy, And he picked it up really quick, And we became the best of friends.
Yeah.
I mean, he was my rock. He was there with me. We seen eye to eye. We had the same vision, and we were kids, teenagers, and boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Did you guys start get a band together then in junior high?
Absolutely. We started with cover bands, by playing songs, and neither of our parents would allow a band to play electronic,
to practice
loud in the house.
Yeah.
So we figured out how to pull that off, and once we did, that became the absolute beginning of the band Screamer.
Okay.
Which the name was chosen by me and Mike because we seen an ad in Guitar Player magazine for a humbucking pickup called Screamer.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
All right. All right.
Yeah. What was your first gig you remember?
Our first gig was probably at the midnight hour. Johnny Eckerness's place.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You guys are still in junior high then, or is this later on?
No,
Okay.
we were now 17.
Okay.
But he didn't care.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have to, you had to be 18 to get into a bar. But our band was so cool, so good. He's like, come on. We would play like once a month, every Friday, and then it started to become, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday.
What were the paydays like back then?
To play?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was just kind of getting was it just kind of getting the exposure that
like
you're playing?
$200-300 a night?
Okay.
to split between like 4 or 5 people.
That's not bad. Yeah. Back then, yeah.
We were working day jobs anyways. So
speaking of that, let's go back a little bit. What was your first job?
my first job was working at a floor maintenance service owned by Jerry Resney, and yeah, that was crazy. Going in at night, once the doors are locked, the boss had the keys, and they would let me and Mike Shantek, who I got the job for, go into the place and clean it.
Oh, all right.
What's no longer there was Witt's Bakery on 22nd Avenue, uptown.
Okay.
Oh, God, look out. We had to clean the back where you walk in the front, you got the bakery.
Yeah.
But you can't see what's going on behind that.
Yeah. All flour
and
everywhere.
He's like, well, you guys are going to need some cockroach spray.
Oh.
I was like, what? He's like, yeah. Shanta, Michael, he already knew that I had a phobia about centipedes, spiders, flying bugs didn't bother me, but the
creepy crawly ones.
Oh, good God. We go in the back, and there's these big, giant ovens that they were cooking bread and pastries and all that stuff in.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, hell no. I'm getting the hell out of here. Shantuk's like, no, watch this. And he's spraying that stuff up on top of these ovens.
Yeah.
And these cockroaches were like 3-inch long.
Oh, God.
Fucking brown and reddish color, just jumping off. And then when they'd hit the floor, dead.
Oh, God.
I was like, you gotta be kidding me. That's the end of this. And then, after that, we decided, fuck this. We're gonna go buff trumpets and trombones at LeBlanc.
And then you went over there and worked for a bit then, huh? At LeBlanc? Okay.
Yeah.
So when you're in high school, I know you're playing the guitar and you want to do that. Do you have any other ideas on what you wanted to do after high school? Do you have any kind of plan or anything? Or
Well, me and my brother both had a carte blanche, so to speak, free pass to go to Carthage College.
Oh, because your mom worked there. Huh? Okay.
Right, yeah.
Did either one of you take advantage of that?
No.
Okay.
My brother went to Parkside to get a degree in literature, but I wasn't having nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
I was going to be a rock star.
Did you go to prom?
No.
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 You were too cool for that?
No. I asked a couple girls if they wanted to, but they didn't want anything to do with me. I was still kind of like a porker at that age.
So that summer you graduate from high school. So what are you doing then? What are you going to do?
We were hell-bent on becoming a rock band.
What steps were you going to take to get that way?
Practice.
Yeah.
And then, as you do that, you realize, oh, God, this is kind of weird, to try to keep 4 or 5 guys together on the same page,
Yeah.
And then the whole idea behind, finding a singer that can sing in key like I could, but I could never play and sing at the same time.
Yeah.
But I was guitar crazy, so, maybe I should have been a frontman. I don't know. Anyhow.
All right, cool.
Go on.
Cool. Well, I think we're going to take our first break, and we're going to come back and get more into Screamer and all that fun stuff. So we'll be right back and get a word from our sponsors.
Excellent.
Looking for that perfect gift?
Contact Aaron Hunzinger of AH Did It for a fabulous one-of-a-kind creation.
Aaron specializes in metal, canvas, leather, and wood to bring amazing works of art to life.
Contact him now by finding him on Facebook at AH Did It. That's all one word. AH Did It.
Where do all the cool cats hang out? At Union Park Tavern, of course.
UPT, as it's called by the hipsters, is located at 4520 8th Avenue, as they serve a great libation and award-winning food.
They open at 11 a.m. on weekdays and 9 a.m. on the weekends for a fantastic breakfast.
Oh, I forgot to mention they have musical entertainment most nights of the week and have one of the greatest beer gardens in town.
That's Union Park Tavern, 4520 8th Avenue.
Yay!
And we're back from that break.
What a break that was, huh, JTB?
That's an amazing break, Donnie.
Yeah, thank you to our great sponsors for that break. Now we're back with Ronny Valeo. Let's get into this.
All right.
So we're getting a little more of this. So Donnie, or Ronnie, Donnie. These
Go ahead.
These Annies are messing with me. So when we left, you were kind of just out of high school. You were working with your band. What would you do for a real job then after high school?
Well, like I said, I worked at Martin Band, and that's where I got my hand.
Okay, that was then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, and after that, so it was late 1984, going on 1985, and that accident happened to me in Martin Band, a division of LeBlanc, and I broke my arm. The thing blew up like a football immediately, and the ambulance came, the whole factory's like, oh, what the hell happened?
And you're like, I'm a guitar player, damn it.
Exactly.
Yeah, your mind
I need my hands.
Your mind must have been going crazy, huh?
I lost it. Yeah, I was freaking out. But anyhow, at that time, by coincidence, the owners of One Sweet Dream, who my brother had worked for 10 years as the head buyer, they said, hey, Len, we're selling this place. We're done.
Yeah.
However, we're really sorry because of what you gave us as an employee for all these years. And my brother said to those guys, it was Dennis Cordes and Gary Schumann. He said to him, so now what? They were like, well, you want to buy it?
Oh, wow.
So I come home with my arm.
Oh, it's the same day, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
and
shit.
my brother comes home. I got fired. They're closing the store. They want to know if I can buy it. And my dad looked at my mom. My mom looked at my dad. And they said, okay, guys, how much?
Wow.
$64,000. Everything stays.
Wow.
Everything inside.
That's it?
$64,000.
That's it?
My dad says, he goes, my mom was like, hey, Rolf, my dad, she's like, I don't know, nothing ever good comes from kids owning a business together.
Yeah.
My dad was like, oh, man, no, we're going to do this. My brother was like, we can do this, you guys.
And you knew you guys could do it, right?
Who?
You and your brother, you're like,
yeah. First of all, I was already really popular in town as a guitar player, musician. But that's okay, and they were like, all right, yeah. So the building costed $64,000 in 1985.
Wow.
And it came with everything in it. All the 8-track tapes, all the albums,
can't beat that.
pipes, barns, etc., what have you. And yeah, they gave us $20,000 down on a loan.
Wow.
From American State Bank to buy the property, and here we go.
Very cool. Very cool.
Were you like,
And
oh my god, this is
Central.
were you like, oh my god, this is happening? This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
almost unbelievable, right?
And my brother said to my dad, he goes, hey, he says, I've been in retail a while. He goes, I don't know. My dad's like, you'll be fine.
That must have felt good to have the confidence of your parents behind you.
Not only that, the confidence of my brother.
Yeah. Well, he had some experience. He worked for 10 years with One
the
Sweet
bottom
Dream.
line is it's no secret that my brother was the brain behind the business, and I was the showman.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
The guy out on the floor.
Yeah.
And
Right.
it worked so well.
Perfect pair.
For 30 years. It was wonderful. Wonderful time period.
Yeah. Nice. So at this time, you're doing the Screamer thing as well, right?
At the same time, absolutely.
Yeah, and how's that going? You're playing the local places around. What were some of your favorite places to play at that time when you were just young?
God. The Brat Stop. There was a place out on South Sharon Road by the state line called Senny's.
Senny's, okay.
And My Brother's Pub.
Oh, yeah.
My
Yeah.
brother's pub.
Actually, we rented out a building across the street from My Brother's Pub to jammin'.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think now it's some kind of auto paint shop.
Okay.
But, yeah, good stuff.
Did you guys look into recording? Were you working on originals at the time?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but you're doing a lot of covers still then.
Yeah, we did it like, 3/4 covers and then
Some originals.
and originals.
And you're writing the originals?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What was your inspiration for some of those early original songs?
UFO,
Oh, okay.
Accept. Well, obviously Kiss,
Yeah.
but that doesn't fit into the mode of what Screamer was.
Yeah, Screamer wasn't really like Kiss at all, really.
Yeah.
They were.
And after we owned the store and the band was like excelling in writing original music, here comes this fucking band named Queensryche. It's like, bam! It's wait a minute. I ain't going to. This is so fucking hot, so good, so fucking on fire that, like, we gotta hit this head on. And we did.
Could you call Screamers more kind of like progressive metal? Did you call it?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like Queensryche or things like that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And going back a little bit, how we got our record contract was my store with my brother. We were 50-50 owners. We had an outlet to allow the public to witness, experience all kinds of new stuff,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we then said, well, we're going to start promoting bands. When King Diamond played, me and him hit it off pretty good. And I was like, hey, we got this 4-song demo. And he's like, yeah, let me hear it. And I gave it to him. And they were playing the Eagles Club, a show we were promoters of.
That was King Diamond and Megadeth playing the same show,
Yes.
correct? Did they come to the store at all and kind of help promote the show?
Yeah, they did an autograph signing.
Okay.
Wow.
Megadeth and King Diamond.
Yeah.
I had, we gave Dave Mustaine a Grand Central t-shirt. He was a kid, younger than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sticking his finger in his nose like, and then me and Don, the late, great Don Lipke,
Oh, yeah.
we took him to patios
Oh, no.
and got him so drunk he needed to call his mom in California.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Crying
What?
in my store. Literally, this is a true story,
Oh, I
man.
love this. I love
my
this.
brother's my witness. Crying to his ma. Ma, I can't play. I'm too drunk. Oh my God. Outstanding.
So King Diamond was there too he did a signing
He
there?
did a signing also.
Yeah.
Without the makeup.
Oh, wow, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
I heard he's always a good guy. I heard.
Yeah, his first name was Kim. He was a gentleman, and he's the guy I gave, like I said, our promo tape to, the EP.
Mm-hmm.
And in turn, he got Ann Boleyn from New Renaissance Records a copy of it.
And they're the ones that picked you guys up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was the beginning of that. Yeah.
Target Earth, that's Screamer's first album, came out in June 1988.
1988.
Yeah.
Followed 20 years later by what
we'll get to that.
excites you.
Yeah.
Go on.
Says 8 original songs. He sold 10,000 copies in the first 6 months.
Damn.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, with cover art by Kenosha artist Scott Jackson.
Absolutely.
He's still out in California now, isn't he? Doing stuff?
I think he's
Yeah.
in Chicago.
Oh, is he?
I'm
Okay.
not sure.
Maybe he's hopped around and stuff, but yeah, I kind of looked him up a couple years ago.
He also made the sign for Grand Central.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
Is that how you decided to have him do the cover art then, or?
Yeah. In fact, the Screamer logo is identical.
To the Grand Central logo. Oh,
Yeah.
I never put 2 and 2 together.
No, you got it.
Yeah, I totally see it now. Wow. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So in 1988, you got you and Mike on guitars. You got Bill on vocals.
Right.
Paul Bigalki
Yes.
on bass. And
Yes.
Kevin Litz on drums.
Correct.
All right. And then you had planned, your album comes out in like June 88.
Yeah.
And you have a plan for a fall tour.
Yeah.
That you're going to cover at least 4 states from New York to California.
Ooh, big
And
tour.
this was all ready to go but it didn't happen.
No, it didn't.
What happened with that?
Whoa.
Well, I guess the gods had a plan. I don't know.
I mean, did you have the dates booked and everything kind of ready to go, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Just so it was the tour, talking to the tours, huh?
Yeah. Things got real weird with our personal lives.
Okay.
And there was a lot of alcohol and other substances that, ultimately led to complete chaos, craziness, but that's how that industry
rock and roll,
works.
right?
Yeah, that's it. That's rock and roll.
Huh.
I remember King Diamond's band manager, Ole Bang, said, hey, he goes, I got one piece of advice for you. He says, you go down this road, he goes, it gets weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
and boy, did it ever, huh?
Yeah, Don. Yep.
All right, well, I think that's a good spot to take our break. We'll be right back to get more into Grand Central and what happens with Ronny post-Screamer.
Ronny fucking Valeo.
That's right. Get it right, Jason. Ronny fucking Valeo.
All right.
Have a little respect, huh, Jason?
We'll be right back. Offering the very best in aesthetic services, including lash extensions, custom facial and body treatments, and waxing, Wink Beauty Boutique is located right above the Village Supper Club at 10909 Sheridan Road.
And guys, a gift certificate would be perfect for your girl, your mom, your aunt, even your grandma could use a wax.
Visit their website at winkbeautyboutique.com for more info.
Life throws us curveballs, moments when we need to gather, remember, and say goodbye. It's during these times that Casey Family Options Funerals and Cremations stands with you.
They offer a wide range of affordable options, from traditional funerals to modern celebrations of life. No matter your family's wishes, they can create a meaningful tribute without breaking the bank.
But here's the thing, affordability does not mean they cut corners. At Casey Family Options, they believe every life deserves a beautiful send-off.
So when life throws you a curveball, remember you're not alone. Casey Family Options Funeral and Cremations, affordable care with endless compassion.
Visit them online at CaseyFamilyOptions.com or call today for a free consultation, 262-653-0667.
All right, and we're back from that break.
And what a break it was, and we'd love to thank our great and wonderful sponsors for that break.
Yes, and we're here having a great time with Ronny Valeo.
Oh, we are.
Ronny fucking Valeo.
There you go. You got it right this time.
And Kenosha music legend.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
In many different ways. So we're going to...
So many different ways.
Ronny, when we left off, Screamer was kind of... they had your album came out. It was it was looking good for a minute.
Right.
And then your band kind of imploded, I guess. Or is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yep.
Kind of egos and stuff, kind of busted heads, things like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It got weird.
Was it just everybody like, oh my God, we're going to make it big, we're going to be famous?
Well, when we were together, we all had the same plan. And when it started to become obvious that it wasn't going to happen, then it got weird.
Then it was like
Then it got weird. Then the ego stuff started, It was me and Mike Shantek versus Paul Wagalki, with Bill Carter stuck in the middle, kind of torn two ways.
Like, I love all of you guys, but
Yeah. Bill knew what was happening, man. He's a very intelligent man, And Paul, as much as I love those days, me and Paul don't see eye to eye. But that's okay.
It happens.
Yeah, it does.
That's life.
Well, the thing is that in a marriage, you're trying to work with one person. In a band, you're trying to do the same thing with 3 or 4 other people.
Or 5.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's not easy, man.
No,
it's not easy.
Not. No, it is not. Not unless there's support coming from high money enterprises like a record company or what have you.
Yeah.
Nothing was happening. It was just bust.
But what was going good was Grand Central.
At that time, yeah.
You guys were doing great then.
Yeah.
In the 80s
oh,
then.
yeah.
Grand Central.
Right.
You're doing the Grand Central thing.
That's got to be good for both ends, for the band at the time, for the band and for the store.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's like a connection. It's perfect promotion, things like
people
that.
who didn't like that, that I had that record store.
Oh, who didn't like that?
Other bands.
Why? The jealous?
kind of, sort of.
Well, why would they be jealous? This is that. would be
Because
the-
I was living the life, man. You know,
well.
convertible Corvettes.
Yeah, for those that didn't know Ronny Valeo, don't know him today, you were the rock star then. I mean, even if you weren't a real accomplished rock star, you were a rock star in your mind.
Yeah, and in reality.
in downtown Kenosha for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're for sure.
Which was the hub of the whole city.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you drove the fancy car, you had the record store. You were just
Right.
like, it was like
The
you were
cool
the
band.
idol. Yeah, you were the idol. You were the flash guitar
a
player.
rock star, baby.
Yeah. It was,
Ronny fucking Valeo.
Too good, guys. Yeah.
So what was it like?
Donnie and Jason, you guys are humbling me. Go on.
But what was it like running the record shop? I mean, you're doing the band and the record shop with your
Yeah,
brother.
you know, I'm going to tell you what, man. 30 years working 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, and 5 hours on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then band practice at night.
Yeah.
And girlfriends.
Yeah, social life kind of things.
The social life, the crazy...
The rock star life, right?
Yeah, all the alcohol, the stupid stuff,
Yeah.
all that stuff combined, just it was like, wow. Okay, let's ride.
All right, Ronny, so how did you feel when you're owning Grand Central and the industry in music is changing so rapidly all the time? You know, like you said, tapes, cassettes, vinyl, CDs, all that stuff.
Yeah.
How did you feel about how the industry was just changing so quickly on you guys?
I myself didn't mind it. I embraced it. My brother wasn't happy. It is what it is, guys. It's called reality.
Right. You know what I loved about going to Grand Central? I was really big into Nirvana, and you guys had a lot of bootleg CDs that you could not find anywhere else at that time.
Right.
Which was outrageous to me. I was like, oh my God.
You could thank my brother Len.
I mean, how did you guys come across some of this?
I don't know. I don't know how he
Okay.
did it, man. He was working his magic. I don't know.
I mean, you guys had some killer.
At that point in
killer
time,
stuff,
Donnie, yeah, I know we did. At that point in time, I was just a showpiece.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, you walk in the front door, hey, it's Ronny fucking
Right.
Valeo. You know,
right.
my brother's in the back room. You don't even know.
He's making these orders. He's doing this stuff.
yeah, no, he knew what he was doing.
He did.
My brother, the most loving person on this earth. It was, and still is so intelligent and way ahead of the game.
We used to love skipping school just to sit there and talk to your brother. And I got to tell
My
you something.
brother didn't like that, Jason. He's like, hey,
No, we just
more
had to
than
sit there and
you
listen
did
to him. Oh, yeah.
go on.
But this is around 1990 or so, and your brother told us this about how the future was going to change and how music was going to change, and he saw like pretty much everything.
He's seen it coming.
Yeah, from way back then, he knew that physical media like this, like cassettes, they're not going to be gone. People are going to have it on their computers and be able to like carry it with them and things like that. He knew.
That ultimately
all about
ended
music.
our business.
Yeah.
The internet.
Yeah.
When it comes to selling music, we basically the last 5 years
You just became a
we're
head shop.
surviving on it as being a head shop.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But,
You always had that aspect to it. Like
Oh
that.
yeah, that was always there.
Yeah.
But you know, for the first 20 years, it was all about music.
Yeah. Well, in the 90s, you branched off and started getting into jewelry and stuff too, right?
Oh well, yeah, a little bit.
You had some of that stuff going on.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How do you feel about the way that music is distributed nowadays, basically just online?
Ooh, I got no problem with it because I don't own a turntable, a cassette player, or a CD player. You know, if I want to hear something that I'm in the mood for, I just Google it.
Yep, it's right there, right?
Digitally, bam,
Yeah.
for free.
Yeah.
Ktown Connects.
Yes, hey, just like the Ktown Connects podcast.
Love you guys. Love yous. Yeah.
One thing I found on you, Ronny, when I was searching back in 1989. This is a couple years before grunge or anything.
Here we go.
No, you called your music alternative heavy metal.
Yeah.
So you kind of saw it coming too, as well as your brother. You kind of saw the changes coming.
Absolutely. You know, alternative heavy metal meant, like, you know, heavy metal as a quote-unquote name, heavy metal. It's pretty broad. So I like to call it alternative progressive because, yeah, much like Queensryche, they weren't like Metallica or Megadeth.
They're a different kind of band, yeah.
And that's what I was into.
Okay.
Based a lot, again, on melody. Yeah.
Around this same time, though, is when you get into some other kinds of music. You discover this electronic band from Chicago called My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult.
Absolutely.
Donnie, you know what you're familiar with them?
Yeah, I was in the band.
Liar. Yeah, again, my brother was the head buyer of the store, and he had a close friend out of New York who was selling import records, who said, "Hey, Len, I know what your little brother Ron likes." And I'm telling you what, he's into Al Jorgensen and Ministry.
Yeah.
He goes, "I think this might be him."
Oh.
And we got this album called I See Good Spirits, I See Bad Spirits by My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult. And it's like, it came out like real quickly that it wasn't.
What year did that come out? Like 89?
Al Jorgensen.
Was that 90 or so? 89?
I don't remember, but
Around
it wasn't Al Jorgensen. In fact, it was Marston Daly and, of course, Frankie Nardiello, the singer. And that album kind of changed my life. That's where the whole craziness came in.
Oh.
How so?
I was never into Satan, and I don't think those guys were either. There was a lot of humor value involved in that record and all the stuff they've done. Their choice of sex, love, rock and roll, whatever is theirs. I'm me.
So when did you meet Thomas Thorne, a.k.a. Buck Ryder of Thrill Kill Cult?
Me and the late Shane Lassen would go to Chicago with the idea in mind to go to Wax Trax Records.
Okay, they're the ones that put out.
Yeah.
They did.
Go figure. Frankie
Thrill Kill
Nardi.
Cult, right? They published them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and like Nine Inch Nails early stuff, Ministry, things like that. They were doing, I think.
Correct.
Yeah.
And we went in there, and Frankie Nardiello was working.
Wow.
Yeah, and we found out I seen the first ever show that Thrill Kill Cult ever played.
Wow.
And that
Where was that at?
That was in Chicago at this bar. I forgot the name of it at the moment, but it was just a normal bar, kind of like patios.
Okay,
but the apartment above was just a flat.
Oh,
and
nice.
It had a stage.
Oh, cool.
Go up the steps and Chris Connolly from Ministry opened up.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was just like this insane loud like train going. And he's going, "I'm gonna blow your fucking brains out." He kept repeating it over and over and over again for like 2 minutes. We're tripping on acid, freaking the fuck out, And then all of a sudden, that's it. You go back downstairs and it's like, wow, what the fuck was that?
So good. That's so good.
And then you go back up there and here come these fog was coming up, green twisting lights.
That's right up your alley, right? That's right up your alley, right?
Big time.
And
here comes Thrill Kill Cult.
Wow.
And they basically played I See Good Spirits from the beginning to the end.
Yeah. Wow. That's all everybody knew. That's like the first album, right?
I lost my mind. I was like, you know what, man? Fuck this metal music. This is where it's at.
Fuck that metal.
Yeah, so how did I meet Thomas?
Yeah.
That's how.
Okay. So after the show, you kind of started talking.
He, after a year or two went by, decided he didn't want to be a part of that band anymore and wanted to move to Kenosha.
What?
If I'd let him move upstairs with me above Grand Central. I was like, well, okay, cool. Yeah. So we started a band called the Electric Hellfire
Yeah,
Club.
why not?
You know, and I'm going to give props out to Thomas. The guy knew how to program music.
Yeah.
I was a cool guitar player, and bingo, it kind of worked.
It's
Burn, baby, burn.
It's an odd mix of satanic metal disco.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
I wasn't into the message behind the lyrics. However, I was into the music.
There you go.
And Ronnie would come in with the solos, and he'd be kind of going off on that stuff. And
yeah.
with this Hail Satan kind of beat, but it was like so overblown that you couldn't like take it seriously. That they were like,
well, I hope not, because I certainly didn't. You know, I was like, oh, you know, I remember my dad hearing us play this shit in the basement of Grand Central, you know, practicing it, and he's shaking his head saying, "Okay, guys, as long as you're having fun,
That's all that matters."
That's it." Yep.
the first album, Burn Baby Burn, comes out October 1993.
Yeah.
And in the band at that time is who?
Me, Thomas Thorne.
Yeah, singer, programmer kind of thing.
Right. Shane Lassen, who's passed away in a tragic car accident.
Shane was a great guy.
Yeah, he was. You know that.
Yeah, he was the nicest guy in the band.
He was.
Including you.
Okay. And Eric Peterson.
Yeah, okay.
My best friend.
Yeah.
And that's how it all started.
And you guys, I think, kind of on Thomas's like success with the Thrill Kill Cult, kind of
we
got a
benefited
nice little
from
boost
that.
right away. You got picked up by Cleopatra,
Right.
And you actually went on some tours.
3 from LA to New York. I gotta tell you, man. Listen.
Okay.
When you travel through the country from LA to New York, oh, yeah.
I want to hear some of these tour stories.
We played at the Whiskey in
LA?
Hollywood, LA, California. My guitar got stolen.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
Oh, boy. Yeah, not good. You know.
Did you ever
man.
find it,
What'd
or
you do?
is
What happened? Did you have another guitar
we
you had?
went
Or what?
next door to the Whiskey at Sunset Custom Guitars and rented a Les Paul to play the gig. It didn't have a vibrato arm.
Oh no.
Which I was like, that was my
That was your thing, yeah,
you know, and so that didn't work out too well.
A whammy bar, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Anyhow, when you think about traveling through the country, you know, I was asleep most of the time. But while I was awake, there's parts of this country that you drive through and you say to yourself, wow, this is fucking nuts. There's like, you can drive for hours and hours and hours, and all you see is like farmland. There's no houses. There's nothing. You know, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I guess. Good night. Back to sleep, you know. Oops, sorry. Hey, Ron.
That worked that time.
Hey, Ron. Wake up. We're here. You know, they open the doors up to the club in the morning.
Yeah.
And cockroaches are running everywhere. I'm like, oh, hell no. The world is weird, man.
Fun experience, though, right?
Good stuff,
You'll
Donnie.
never forget
yes,
it, right?
Yes, Jason, Donnie, it was fucking wonderful.
What was the craziest show you guys did with the Hellfire Club? Do you remember?
I think, well, my favorite, the best, was definitely in Kenosha at Uptown. What was the name of that bar, Jason?
Stage 1?
Yes.
Yeah. It was called something else, too. But it had a different name.
That guy that owned that place who passed away had another one.
Hawks?
That's the show.
Around the corner?
That's the show at Hawks.
That was on like 63rd and 24th.
Yeah.
Maybe around there.
Yeah, Eric showed up late for that show, and Thomas had a fit. He went ballistic on him, and he shows up in fishnet nylons in a jock strap with like bondage Roman straps. I was like, too good. Outstanding.
Nice.
Let's do this.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
The place was packed wall to wall.
Oh, yeah. Good
Like
old Hawks.
sardines.
I could never get into Hawks. I was underage. But
Well,
I was in the parking
yeah.
lot for a couple shows.
Yeah, you know.
I recall a show at Memorial Hall in Racine, but something happened in the crowd where Shane came out from the keyboard and jumped into the crowd to save somebody that was getting beat up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You remember that one at all?
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, the music stopped for a minute, and we had a...
I remember Eric Peterson throwing a drumstick out at the front row of a that might have been that show at Hawks.
Oh.
And it hit this guy in the eye, and he almost lost his eye.
Oh,
What?
But it's all good, man. The memories are fan-fucking-tastic.
Right.
You've had a million memories.
Yeah, I kind of do. And you know what? It's a beautiful thing.
It really is. You've lived a million lives. Really, you have.
Yeah. Wait till the next one. Yeah. Good stuff, fellas.
So the time Hellfire Club didn't last very long.
Well, in my mind,
Yeah, you were out there by 95-ish or so.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I quit.
You quit? Why'd you quit?
I quit because, do you really want to get into this?
Oh, yeah, of course. That's what we're here
Okay, all right. Well, Thomas and Shane had become bound at the hip, and they were living behind the port of Kenosha.
Oh, yeah.
And I finally had enough, man. I was like, you know what, you guys, you've signed a record contract on Cleopatra without me?
for.
Oh, yeah. Go fuck yourselves.
Yeah. Wait, you weren't involved?
Motherless sons of bitches.
Was that a second contract, or was that the first one?
the first one?
Oh, you weren't involved in that one?
No.
How does that even happen?
It's called devious bullshit.
Yeah, fuck that
Yeah,
shit.
so my brother's like, that's it.
Done.
He goes, you quit, I'll buy you a fucking convertible Corvette.
Ah,
He goes,
nice.
I'm sick of these guys. And I was like, done.
Fuck
So I
it.
quit.
They don't even fucking know. It's Ronny fucking Valeo.
They don't know
Well,
nothing.
Thomas
Nobody-
had trouble keeping anybody in the band for a long
Well,
time.
there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
no, right.
He's had issues, so...
You
Yeah.
talk to any of those guys anymore? Or you
No,
kind of,
no. Well, Rich Willoughby, the second drummer of the band.
Rich is a good guy.
I love him to
Yeah.
death.
Okay,
Rich knew at the same time that this is not happening.
Right.
You know? He continued without me
A little
and
bit.
they got these other guitar players that just weren't like
They weren't
on
Ronny
my
fucking
level.
Valeo.
They were not. Yeah, but it didn't take Rich long to figure out this is a mess.
Good.
All right.
good. That makes me happy.
Well, that's good to hear.
That they failed without you.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, that was their peak, was the first album, for sure.
Yeah, and you got to ask yourself why.
Yeah, and then when they lost Shane, unfortunately,
Well, yeah.
that was the worst
I
one.
mean, anybody could have done what Shane was doing. It was all rolling on tape, anyways. He was just faking like he
Right.
was doing it, but he did it well.
Was it all faked like that?
No,
Okay.
my guitar was live,
Okay.
the vocals were live, and everything else was running on two separate Elisa's drum machines.
Okay.
That's it.
So you just play the program and let it go, huh?
One of them did the music, and the other one did the lights. And they were, ponied up together to.
Yeah, it was a cool show for
Yeah, it was very cool. He was ripping up Bibles and starting them on fire. And
It was a show.
At that point, I said to myself, you know what? Enough's enough. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? You're out of your fucking mind. You're so drunk on absolute vodka, tripping on acid.
Whoa.
You're fucking wacko. I'm out. I quit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
he played it up. He was the showman.
Yeah, he
Okay.
did it. He did it well. I'm not going to lie. Or I wouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
Right.
He's like,
Okay.
well, we're going to take Philco Cult to a new level.
Okay,
We're
I-
going to make this serious.
Yeah.
Fuck
Okay.
the humor value.
It wasn't serious.
Yeah, kind of. In his mind, I think it was.
And this was 1992.
Wow. It's-
So
Yeah, a little ahead of the time.
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I always try to be on the cusp of, what was about to happen and make it happen. But go on.
So Ronnie, you're done with the Hellfire Club.
Yeah.
Tell them to fuck off.
Right.
You're out.
Completely.
What are you gonna do next? What's your plan?
Live life.
Yeah.
Like I said, Screamer Target Earth was the first thing in 1988. Then came the Electric Hellfire Club, and then when Target Earth came out, it was 2 decades until we got the band back together.
Wow.
For What Excites You.
Yeah, you reformed in 2008.
Right.
And you guys weren't even in the same town. You guys were all over the United States.
All over the map, yeah.
But the internet kind of helped connect you guys?
Well, no, they actually all came back to Wisconsin to do the recording up in Racine.
But the internet helped to talk beforehand, kind of get things going.
We all had each other's phone numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we recorded that record in Racine with Chris DeJuric, who goes by the name of Chris Wisco.
So what brought everybody back together? What was the initial conversation?
Me and Paul and a close friend of ours at the time named Michael Galici, who had found a demo tape that we did after Target Earth of the songs that we were going to do on our next album, which never happened.
Yeah.
And then Paul's like, you know, he shipped me to Michigan, and we practiced together to get the parts down. Bill Carter, he found on the internet, and he's in Dallas, Texas.
Oh,
and they're like, well, we got to get a hold of Shantek, and I was like, no, we don't.
Yeah, what happened with that? Why wasn't he involved?
I said, I need to prove to the world that it was all me.
Oh, I like
From
that.
the get-go.
Oh.
It
I
was
like that.
all me. And I kind of proved that point with that album. You could say what you want, but, like, that album smokes Target Earth.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Did Shantek talk to you about this? 'Cause, I mean,
Yeah, oh, yeah. He wasn't happy.
well, yeah, because this is the thing you guys started in high school pretty much
he had
together.
moved up north. He's into fishing, ice fishing.
One of
It's like,
them.
okay, you can't do that without me. I was like, watch me. And I did.
All right.
So do you guys talk nowadays, or are you just as falling
Yeah.
out? Or?
A couple months ago, we were on the phone with each other. It's all good, man.
Good.
Yeah, everything's fine.
I gotta ask.
The only person that I don't have any contact with is Thomas
Okay.
from Hellfire. Yeah, that's over.
Yeah. So the What Excites You comes out,
Yeah.
2008. That gets some good press from Europe about that.
Yeah.
I mean, get some good response from
'cause
overseas.
That album was signed by a French label who worldwide distribution and all that. However, yeah,
Okay.
it's all good, man.
Okay. So then, with the new album, you guys did a reunion show here. You got everyone back in town
Yes, we did.
at the Broad
We
Stop.
played the Broad Stop
In
We
October.
brought 800 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And the guy that was like in charge of live shows at the Broad Stop, Jerry Rasmussen Sr. was still alive. He's like, God, he goes, if I would have known this was going to happen. Yeah. I was like, you think?
So then this is just a one-time thing. Were you guys going to keep on going? What happened with that? Why didn't you continue on? No.
Oh, no. We played a couple more shows after that, and it all fell apart because I decided, you know what, man, this is all great and all that, you know, the album's out fine, you know, why am I going to Milwaukee? Hey, here's a good one for you. After that Brats Up show,
Okay.
we show up in Milwaukee and we got this gig at this like lesbian bar, and I'm like, what? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You know, and I was so fucking hungover and fucking burnt that I showed up in sweatpants with a baseball cap. And they're like, really? I was like, you betcha. And I went bananas on guitar.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, before the first 1, 2, 3, 4 start.
Yeah.
I just started opening up. I went on a complete binge of like 5 minutes of guitar soloing alone. you know, and Bill comes over by me and he's like, dude, all right, stop. I was like, whatever.
I'm going. I'm doing this.
Yeah. No.
So you mentioned lesbians. So I have to ask a question.
What's that?
Oh.
We heard that you had like one of the best porno collections in the world.
Yeah. Okay. And
Is that true?
Yeah, probably.
I heard they're still finding it in the basement of Hush Beauty Lounge right now.
Are you fucking
I'm
serious?
serious. I talked to Amanda. They found a couple things down there.
Wow.
Well, they better call Ronnie.
Yeah, I know. I was like, you better.
They don't know how to get a hold. I don't know who those people are. yeah, I can imagine. They could probably find it in the walls if they look hard enough.
But now we moved on to a digital age now, so you don't really have the need for physical media, or are you still kind of...
I don't even watch porn anymore. I'm 63 years old, and it's like, come on. Give me
Been there, done that.
Give me cool TV.
There you go.
Nudity and sex is not part of my agenda as of late.
So you know what? I mean, we're talking about Grand Central. You're kind of like, this is kind of towards the end of it. You're becoming more of a head shop. But I want to share something that I found about the history of the building.
Okay.
For the longest time, it was a clothing store
Yes.
owned by John Mader. Mader, sorry.
Mader's Menswear.
But it was still home to Madar's Clothing for 61 years, from 1920 to 1981. And then it became Autry Country Clothing briefly, then Sound Discount, and then Grand Central.
Right.
So I like to share I'm a history guy, so
I
always like
He's
deliver.
a history
Cool.
buff, this
I
guy.
always deliver a little history lesson on the thing.
So you're doing the Grand Central thing,
Yeah.
and then you're coming to the end. What was the end like?
It was pretty bittersweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I, as opposed to my brother, wanted to quit and, stop the store 5 years before we had to.
Okay.
I was like, that's it. This is not happening.
Yeah.
We're upside down, belly up. This is crazy. We can't even pay the property taxes.
Yeah.
So we sold it to Don Miller, who then made it Fusion. Whatever.
Well, he had a good thing going
Well,
there for a little bit.
Yeah, you can say what you want about.
He had all his friends remodel the fucking place
Yeah, he
for
did.
free. I mean, you got Danny Cristiano and all these other people involved trying to jump on the bandwagon. It's like, oh, cool. Did I ever go in there? One time with an ex-girlfriend of mine, and I sat down and I said to myself, okay, there's a stand-up comedian on this small stage where me and my brother used to stand behind the counter. Huh. Kind of weird. I said, let's get the hell out of here.
I, for one, thought that when it changed to Fusion, that it was kind of cool, because if it had to go to something, at least became
The name
something.
was cool.
Well, at least it became something musically orientated,
And he also saved the exact same letter script as Grand Central.
Oh, yes, you're right. Yes.
Oh, my God.
yeah.
And he left all my belongings in the front window.
Yes.
I was like, really, dude? Okay.
Yeah, he was a character.
Yeah, he was,
Yeah.
And now it's a beauty salon.
Yeah. And then,
kind of weird, huh?
Now it's really weird.
Yeah, me and my brother drive by it really slow, and I'm like, it looks like there's a lot of candelabras in there.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a lot different nowadays.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hobby does my hair.
All right, so Ronnie, what's going on now? What are you doing today?
Well, besides watching quality TV, I'm writing my own movie script.
Ooh.
This is what I want to hear.
Okay. It's very, very, very loosely based on my life.
Very, 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 though. It's 3 varies.
Yeah. And kind of exaggerated, Hollywooded up in my mind.
Yeah.
And it's called A Life Worthwhile.
Oh, I like that.
Now, I had a different name for it, but my brother said, no, this is what you want to
What
call
was the
it.
alternate name? What was the other name?
I forgot.
You didn't forget.
What was it? Come on.
All right, that's what I shared.
Go on.
So,
Out of everything, that's what you
I'm
wouldn't
doing.
share?
That's what I'm up to.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah. I'm close to it all being done, and then I got to get it U.S. copyrighted
Right.
via my lawyer, Walter Stern, and then he's going to, after that process happens and it's copyrighted by the United States Copyright, shop it. So that's where I'm at the moment.
Nice. I can't wait. I hope we can get a chance to read it or see it on the screen.
So
A
is
life
is it
worthwhile.
Ronny fucking Valeo.
You betcha.
A life worth living. I love it.
A life
My
worthwhile.
God. Why? Oh, boy, I
Yeah,
butchered that.
worthwhile.
All right. We're going to take one more quick break, and we'll be right back to wrap things up here with Ronny fucking Valeo.
Very cool, guys.
Hey, Jason, want to help me move this weekend? Hey, don't be that guy.
Your friends do not want to spend all day lugging your crap around for a few beers and pizza.
When you are looking to relocate, call on About Time Moving Systems. They have over 20 years of trusted 5-star experience.
Find them online at abouttimemoving.com. Your friends and your body will thank you. We need a new thing then. We're back from this break.
Yeah.
Because we do it way too many. We do it like every time, and it's old after like the first time.
But I think it's to the point where it's just so overdone.
That's funny. That's because we do it every
Yeah, it's
fucking
like
time.
it's so fucking dumb. We're like, here they fucking go again. One bad day can lead to many more when the law becomes involved.
And if your one bad day leads to the need for experienced representation, call on the law offices of Frank J. Parise.
Priest is more than just a local rock star. This born and raised Kenosian specializes in misdemeanors, felonies, DUIs, drug charges, domestic violence, and juvenile law.
Save this number in your phone now, 262-656-9906. You never know when you might need Frank Parise. He is here to help you. All right, and we're back from that break.
And what a break it was. And thank you to those great sponsors of the Ktown Connects podcast.
Yes.
We appreciate you.
And what
You
time is it
guys
now?
got it down.
Yeah, we're doing
Go
great.
on.
Thanks, Ronny.
It is time for the Kenosha Connects, and it's brought to you this week by Frank's Diner.
Hey, I'm getting down to Frank's. They're only open for breakfast and lunch, so I gotta hurry.
Hurry up, get down there, Jason.
They have some amazing food there, like the world-famous garbage plate, but so much
Too
more.
good.
Fantastic homemade French toast, delicious sandwiches for lunch, and be sure to check out their daily specials. They're always come up with something new and different. That's Frank's Diner, downtown Kenosha, 508 58th Street.
Yeah, get down to Frank's Diner and say hi to Kevin and Julie for
Big
us.
Frank's Diner fan?
I love it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
Good stuff.
Oh, my God.
And Kevin does great down there. He keeps the same kind of style, keeps the same theme that's been going for years. So
Right.
he's like,
I
if it's not
remember
broke,
Don
don't
Franks.
fix it. Oh, the old man, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they have the best French toast around because they use their homemade bread.
Well,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
So we're talking Kenosha now with Ronny Valeo here. We're going to get some Kenosha Connects. Just some fun questions for you here, Ronny.
Okay, let's connect.
All right, Ronny. Where was the last great meal you had in Kenosha?
Woo-wee. Well, there's nothing like Pot's Pizza, but on the other hand, there's this Mediterranean restaurant
Ooh.
out on Highway 50 that does falafel.
Oh, you can't get
Oh,
falafel.
man.
Oh.
And lamb.
Okay.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Okay. All right, I like that. Nothing. I love a good falafel. You can't beat a good falafel.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you really can't.
All right, Ronny. Now, you've played in enough bands and a lot of gigs, but you've also went out and seen many bands play around Kenosha. Mm-hmm. All-time favorite place to see a band play in Kenosha?
Carthage College.
Really? Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, the field house.
Who'd you see play there?
UFO.
Oh, okay. Cool.
We already talked about the ice arena.
Yeah. Nice. Ronny, where can I find the best Italian food in town?
Well, my house? No. Yeah, probably the Italian American Club.
Ooh, great
Best Italian food in town. Well, you know,
I mean, they're all good,
if
right?
you're gonna dine in, yeah, the IA.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Mm-hmm. Let's see. In which Kenosha bar do you think you spent the most money in all time?
Patios.
Oh, patios. Okay.
Well, you're right next door, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember working there when you used to come in a lot.
I remember well.
Especially if you count cigarette money, because you guys would always come in there and buy your cigarettes. So if you counted that
Right.
in the till, then definitely you spent the most
Did
money
Jason
there.
ever kick you out of there?
Never.
Oh, what a gentleman. Oh, wait. Oh, look at him thinking. Look at him. He's thinking.
Either did Pat O'Neill.
No, Ronny was never stuck around to cause any problems. He would just keep stop in and cut out.
I might have brought problems, but I didn't start them.
All right, how about this last one here, Ronny?
Go ahead, sir.
Big Star or The Spot?
Big Star.
Big star.
All right.
But But Donnie, it's a close call.
Yeah, they're both good.
They're both great. They both are.
Good. All right,
I
wonderful.
mean, being that I live close to Big Star,
Yeah.
that's otherwise the spot's pretty darn good, man.
Oh yeah, you can't. Neither one of them are bad. So
Yeah.
No, it's just wonderful stuff, man.
Awesome. That was our Kenosha Connects. And what time is it now, Donnie?
Ding, 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 ding. It's
that.
trivia time. That's brought to you by the Lottery Machine. They're located at 725 50th Street in beautiful downtown Kenosha. They can customize almost anything. Gifts, uniforms, school apparel, office attire, accessories, you name it, they can do it. Also, check out their online novelty shop at lettermachine.com as they have some awesome ready-made designs just for you, and you. It's trivia time. Let's get this done here.
All right, ready for trivia with Ronny fucking Valeo versus Donnie fucking Stancato.
Ooh, I like that.
All right, let's roll.
So
Let's fucking do this.
You got it.
Ronnie, you've owned a music store, you played in rock bands, and last year the website Loudwire listed their top 80 hard rock and metal albums of the 1980s. So these are the best ones of the era, and I went from this list. This is going to be really simple trivia. I'm going to give you the album name and a year, and you must tell me the band or the artist or the singer.
I'll try.
So, for example, if I say Appetite for Destruction 1987, that would be...
Guns N' Roses.
Yes, that was the easy one. That was number one on the list, by the way.
Oh, boy.
So...
Worst album ever.
What?
That's horrible.
No, it's not. That's a great album.
Okay, guys.
Is it as good as the spaghetti incident?
It's better than fucking Pearl Jam.
Oh, please, get out of town.
Ben caught buttering.
Pearl Jam sucks balls.
I think the general public
All right, Donnie,
disagree.
you're first. Here we go.
Yep.
Donnie, Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 2, 1988. Name the band.
Billy Joel and the Imperials.
That is not Billy Joel. That is Halloween.
I don't know any of that.
Good God.
Ronnie, here you go.
All right.
Love at First Sting, 1984.
Scorpions.
There you go. 1-0.
Great. I'm going to get demolished here.
No. Donnie, this one's easy. This one of my favorite.
These questions are loaded.
No, they're not low. This is totally fair.
All right, cool.
Donnie, Peace of Mind, 1983. It's an easy one.
Piece of Sting.
No, Iron Maiden.
Yes, Iron Maiden.
You don't know this shit.
It's okay.
Come on, okay. Last one for you, Ronnie. Oh, this one I think you're going to know. I'm just going to say one word. Operation.
Mindcrime.
Yeah. And what's the band?
Queen's Right.
Yes, there you go. All three. Donnie, you get the last one here?
Yeah, I'll get this one.
Rising Force, 1984.
Oh, duh. Queen's Right.
No, come on, Donnie.
Megadeth.
Nope.
Metallica.
Nope.
Yngwie Malmsteen.
Oh,
Yngwie.
duh.
Yngwie.
Of course I knew
Yngwie.
that one.
Don't you know? Yngwie?
Too good.
Isn't there any, 90s grunge questions?
Yeah, what's smelly and sucks?
Nirvana.
They changed music forever.
They did.
Well, Ronnie, you won our trivia, and you won a Ktown Connects koozie.
There you go.
Keep your sodas
Ronnie.
nice and cold when you're on a hot summer day.
thank you
Yep,
very
that's
much,
courtesy
fellas.
of the Lettering Machine.
Outstanding.
All right.
Love it.
Ronnie, thank you so much for being part of the show today. We had a great time talking with you.
Yeah, it was. Thank you for finally doing an interview. We appreciate it, and I cannot wait for this movie, novel, whatever is going to come out.
It's a movie
about your
script,
life.
Don.
Oh my God, it's going
Yeah.
to be great.
Yeah, I hope so.
It will
And,
be.
and I would like to say thank you both, Jason Hedman, Donnie Stincato,
Oh, God,
for
thank
having
you.
me.
Thank
Yeah,
you. No, thank
great.
you for coming in.
Not a problem.
And you know what? I think you should play yourself in your movie. Fuck Robert De Niro. You're
No,
Ronny
I was
fucking
no.
Valeo.
Robert De Niro I'm playing
He's
in
too
my
old.
movie script.
Okay.
He's too
I'm
old.
thinking more along the lines of like James Franco.
Oh, okay. I like this. I like this.
Okay.
I like this. Okay.
However, you can't. I don't own CSA, the casting company.
Yeah.
It's just gonna go the way it's gonna go.
Maybe it'll be Donnie. Maybe he'll play
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, Donnie, you can do it.
Okay, well, I'll try my best.
If they hire you.
All right, if you like this, look for...
I can't wait for the casting call with Ronny. Yeah, you're doing that wrong.
Yeah, I wish I could.
No, Ronny, you're sitting on the couch wrong.
Wish I had that kind of power.
Right. All right, everyone, make sure you look for this episode and many other episodes of the Ktown Connects podcast on Spectrum Channel 14 and the Kenosha Community Media streaming channel on the Roku. We air Wednesdays at 11 and Sundays at 5, but this episode will probably not be on that channel.
Because we swear a lot. Look,
Yes.
Mom, I'm not on TV for this episode. And don't forget to follow the Ktown Connects podcast on all your social media outlets. And you know what? Listen and subscribe if you aren't subscribed already on your favorite podcast provider. And you know what? Give us a great review. We need them. And we have a few that we're going to have to read on the next episode. We have some new ones out, Jason.
Oh, and you know what? This episode is brought to you by our Patreon subscriber of the week, and that is Nikki Lehman.
Hey, congratulations,
So,
Nikki.
Nikki, thank you for all your support. If you'd like to become a Patreon subscriber, visit ktownconnects.com. It starts at just $2 a month.
Hold on a second. Just $2 a month? That's
Just
a cup
$2
of Joe.
a month, Donnie. And that gets you early access to every episode in its raw, unedited form. Sometimes it's up to an hour of bonus content.
Holy shit, motherfucker.
Also, you get every episode of our spin-off series, It Is What It Is, where Donnie talks about everything.
Oh, you know, award-winning spin-off
What
show.
award did it win?
It won Best Spin-Off Show for a local podcast in the 53142 area code.
At the Donnie Awards?
Yes, same place where it's number one on the charts.
Maybe we should start the Donnie Awards.
Yeah, I think you guys should.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, we have to thank our sponsors one more time, including A-Plus Mobility,
Shannon Franklin of Remax Elite,
Aaron Hunzinger of AH Did It,
Union Park Tavern,
Casey Family Options,
About Time Moving,
Law Offices of Frank J. Parise,
Frank Steiner,
Public Craft Brewing,
The Lettering Machine,
Rocket Optical,
Vintage Underground,
Wink Beauty Boutique.
and the Port of Kenosha Beverage House.
We got a lot of sponsors.
I know, boy.
They're awesome.
I
That's
started,
a good thing.
I
Yeah.
started just calling them out like a fucking wrestling style.
You just
promos.
were.
Yeah, you like
Yeah,
that.
I don't know if I liked it, but you did it.
Yeah, it did a little, something a little different for our listeners.
You
huh?
did it.
Oh my God, what a great episode, Ronny! Thank you once again
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
much. That was
yeah,
so
great,
much
man.
fun.
Honored to be with you
great.
guys.
Thank you for telling your story. It needed
Yeah.
to be told.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I don't know about that, but yeah, thank you for having me.
So, Donnie, I got to ask, what are we doing here?
We are connecting Kenosha.